Hello, hello. We are going to be looking into the case of NATALEE Holloway. So I know that everyone prefers videos, and I didn't intend for this to just be an audio, but I wasn't planning on doing a video right now. I was choosing from the list of all the suggested readings, and NATALEE's case was the most suggested out of all of them at this point. So I was watching a short video so I could get up to date on the case so that I could do a video later this week. And I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I knew this case, but when I watched the video, it was like I heard it for the first time. So I don't know if I just don't remember it. I'm thinking that I thought it was a different case. I don't know. But anyway, there's so much information. There's so many moving parts in this case, and I was extremely confused trying to soak in all the information. So essentially, this is going to be a very short reading just so I can figure out a baseline of what happened. We're not going to go into too much detail right now. This reading is more for me, but I'm filming it because, once the story comes together, this will be part of it. So this is more of just so I know what to be looking for when I'm getting up to date on the case, because there's so much information. There's so many lies, confessions, and then changing the story, and then I don't even know. So I'm doing this just so I can see a baseline so that when I'm watching other things to get informed about the case, I know what I'm looking for. So we're just going to pull 2 rows of 4 from NATALEE's perspective. Queen of Swords reversed, so manipulation. 4 of Pentacles, the Fool, 9 of Swords, 8 of Cups reversed. So in the first row, we see manipulation. We see someone kind of playing on an insecurity. We see kind of not knowing what to expect or not looking ahead. Then we see the realization that a situation may not be good, might be in some trouble. Then we see should have known better type of energy. The second row, we have 3 of Wands reversed. So some kind of obstacle or frustration. The Page of Pentacles reversed. The 5 of Wands upright. That would be the conflict. The Knight of Cups reversed, which is interesting because that would be romance in reverse. And then 8 of Swords reversed. So in the second row, we see some kind of obstacle or frustration, a setback of some kind. Then we see very immature energy, things not going as planned. Someone may cutting corners in some way, or just not wanting to go, not wanting to do the right thing. Then we see the 5 of Wands, which is tension or a conflict. Then we see the Knight of Cups reversed, which is avoiding being held accountable for something. It's also being disappointed or let down, specifically with something in terms of romance. And then we see the 8 of Swords reversed, which is about escaping. So I'm seeing the manipulation. Someone playing on a certain, I don't want to say necessarily an insecurity, but someone playing on a weakness that they saw in her. That could just be that she was drunk. That could be that weakness. Or it could be something this girl likes me giving her attention, so I'm going to give her attention and then put in my bad intentions for her. The Fool and then the 9 of Swords is saying to me that they left the bar and then she realized that she was in trouble before they got to wherever they went next. Because the 8 of Cups would be them getting to wherever they were taking her. So on the car ride there is when she realizes, okay, something's not right here. And then we go into the second row. There's something goes wrong. The Three of Wands upright would be like waiting for something to happen. So in reverse, it's like something that was in the works fell apart. So this could be someone asking her something and her saying no thanks, or this could be her saying, okay, I'm ready to go home, or something like that. Especially with the Page of Pentacles being reversed, this is about missing an opportunity for something. And it's also about like the person who was with her at this time was not happy about how things were unfolding. It wasn't going according to their desires. That caused this Five of Wands, which is a conflict or disagreement. It's also another obstacle. So we have an obstacle, frustration, and obstacle. So it seems as though there was a conversation that didn't go the way that the other person had planned between someone else and Natalie. There's a conversation that was the first speed bump of sorts. So the conversation led to this feeling of built up frustration, and that led to this other conflict. And I believe that this conflict was physical. So there was a verbal conflict, pause, physical conflict. And then the Knight of Cups reversed. It does make me feel like she was given something. I'm getting this feeling that she was given something so that she would go along with some kind of plan. She still wasn't going along with the plan. So what I'm saying is I don't feel as though she just OD'd on something right away, because like whatever she was unknowingly given. I do feel with the Knight of Cups being reversed here, next to the Eight of Swords reversed, I feel as though that's pointing towards something being put in her drink. But I'm not feeling like it's put in her drink and then she ODs right away. I'm feeling like it's put in her drink. There's some kind of conversation. Oh, okay, let's do this. Or do you want to do this? And she's like, no, I don't. Because she wasn't completely unaware. She was still partially aware. So, but like weakened. She was aware but weakened. Almost like she had control over her mind, but not her body. It's weird. It's like, it's almost like whatever she was given didn't work like it was supposed to. Like it was supposed to have the opposite effect. I don't know if maybe she was on some kind of like medication or something that would have altered that. I'm not sure, but it's almost like she was given something that was supposed to make her have the opposite of that, but it turned out that she still had control over her mind, but like her body just was not cooperating with what her mind knew. Okay, so that didn't really give me the whole story like I thought it was going to. So let's see. I'm going to do 2 rows of 4 now. Oh, here we go. 3 of Swords and the Tower. 9 of Pentacles reversed. The Devil. Okay, so in the first row, we see basically the 3 of Swords is the trauma of what happened. The Tower would be like a catastrophic, sudden thing. So I'm seeing a conversation. Conversation doesn't go the way that the other person desired. Then there's like this drastic Tower event that's physical. The 9 of Pentacles reversed with the Devil. So the 9 of Pentacles would be like a financial setback or something relating to like working after hours, or like using something, like maybe something that you typically sell or distribute, something like that. And then the Devil really confirms to me that she was given something, because that would be something that became toxic in her system. I'm not seeing this as an OD, though. I am seeing this as she was given something, and whatever she was given didn't have the full effect. Maybe it was taking longer, or maybe it was counteracted by something that she had taken. But it's almost like if you give someone something so they're out of their mind, but she was still in her mind. Like, she was still comprehending what was going on. And I'm seeing her being asked for something, or to do something, or to go somewhere, her saying no, and an argument turning physical. But the devil, to me, really confirms here that there is an element of her being given something toxic for her, but I don't believe that is what killed her. And I do believe that is why her body had to be disposed of. I mean, amongst other reasons, I think that calling for help was out of the question because she did not OD. She had some kind of physical trauma that led to her death. Let's see the second row. Page of Cups, Three of Wands, the Lovers. Oh, I accidentally put the cards we already used back in the deck, but that's okay. And the Chariot. Okay. So Page of Cups with Three of Wands is saying to me that when something bad happened to her, the person that was there with her was looking out for themselves, looking ahead. The Page of Cups to me is saying that this person... So one of the suspects that was with NATALEE, that the one that confessed and then took it back and then said all this stuff and then took it back and then changed the stories 800 times. The Page of Cups, Three of Wands to me would say that it's likely true that that person did get his father to help, as it is claimed. There's a claim that something happened between him and NATALEE on the beach, and he freaked out and called his father, and his father came and took care of the problem for him. Page of Cups, Three of Wands, to me, that would confirm that. But I don't believe it's an OD, or like I don't believe that she died as a result of what was given to her. I feel like she died as a result of something physical that occurred after an altercation that was due to her not being as incoherent as the person expected her to be. The Lovers and the Chariot makes me feel like the intention here was originally to pass her off to someone else, but something went wrong. I see her maybe being confronted with maybe like, oh, well, you should go with this person, or this person wants to hang out with you, or, oh, we have to go meet up with my friends, or something like that. And her realizing, danger, no thanks, bring me back. And that not going well because the person didn't want to bring her back. The person wanted to do whatever their role was. So the person, and I'm forgetting his name right now, but the person that is... If you follow this case, you'll know the one I'm talking about. The one that confessed and then took it back and everything like that. I'm seeing that he had her at the beach, especially because this Page of Cups has a woman that's literally on the beach holding a cup. And the Three of Wands card is also on the beach. Lovers is also on the beach, and Chariot is in the desert. And desert is one of the places that it was supposedly said that her body was hidden or at one point, and then it was moved into the water. So allegedly, my opinion, what I feel happened here is that boy brought her somewhere, slipped something in her drink, it was supposed to make her unaware of what was going on. It didn't work. The person had to then like suggest to her, oh, let's go with my friends, or oh, you should hang out with this person, or oh, this person has a job for you, something like that. But she saw through it and she was like, oh no, nope, no thank you. That turned into an argument. That argument led to something physical. There's a lot of like ego hurt based off of her turning the person down for their advancement. The Lovers and the Chariot coming out here make me feel like the original intention was to people move her. But that did not go to plan, and I believe that boy called his father, and that father came and got him out of the situation by taking her body somewhere and disposing of it. Hanged Man in reverse, 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups. Yeah, the Hanged Man in reverse would be about like in terms of from the father's point of view, like, okay, I'm not going to let you go down for this. I'll come and help you out. The 10 of Wands would be about helping him carry a heavy burden. So in this case, it's literally carrying the heavy burden for his son, going and taking the body. And then the 7 of Cups is like everything is all over the place. Like I don't think that the father's role in this was planned. I don't think that was like, oh, it wasn't like, oh, be on standby, I'm going to try to do this tonight. It was like a random phone call that the son made to the father, like, oh crap, this happened, I need help. And I think that, again, I think the original plan was to pass her along to someone else. Right, as I said, I'm going to leave this pretty short because I just wanted to see what I'm supposed to be paying attention to in this documentary that I want to watch on the case. So I just want to see if I could have 3 cards from Natalee about what I've said here. Is that 3 cards? Yeah, 3 cards just fell out. Okay, we have the Page of Wands, reverse Judgment, and reverse Death. So the Judgment in reverse would be about the case being unfinished. The Page of Wands would be about her wanting to be found, or like, if not her found, then at least something found that could bring the case to conclusion. And then Death in reverse, to me right now, is saying she's not going to stop trying to help her parents get closure. She is going to keep trying to push things through from her side of the veil to this side of the veil until someone can make sense of what happened so that her parents can get that closure that they need. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing, especially because the Page of Cups in the last card pool represented the killer, and now we have the Page of Wands here. So the Page of Cups was about the killer's connection with his father, and now the Page of Wands to me here would be implying that essentially Natalee's saying that it's not done until my parents get closure, and the Page of Wands is all about like discovery. So either she wants to have her remains discovered, or she just wants her parents to get some kind of definitive closure so that they can, have that closure. And yeah, death in reverse is really saying to me, Natalee doesn't want to leave until her parents get that closure. And by leave, I just mean like finish. This case has been a long time. It does feel like she's mostly crossed over, but I do still feel as though there's that piece of unfinished business that her soul just won't let go of until her parents get that closure. And Death in reverse here is saying to me that there's still more information that if that information comes out and if that information gets to the right person, it will be able to help provide the closure that her parents seek. So I just want to leave this short. If you have questions about this case, let me know. Again, this video is more for me because I want to watch the documentary, but there's so much going on, and so many lies and so many misleading statements and so much confusion that when you're watching it, it's kind of overwhelming if you haven't been following the case and staying up to date with the case. And I was very overwhelmed at all the different details. I'm like, how am I going to do a reading and check into all of these little pieces? So I wanted to do this reading so I can figure out, okay, what pieces am I supposed to be focusing on? Almost like getting like a cheat sheet on a test. You know what I mean? Like, it's like knowing what answers are going to be on the test before you get the test. Like, that kind of energy is what this reading was supposed to be. So that, again, I can just look for certain things in the story instead of trying to absorb everything. So if you have questions about the case, please let me know. I don't know how soon I'm going to get back to it because it's like a longer documentary and I'm not going to have time to watch it this week, so it's not going to be very quick. But I will do another reading on this eventually, and I will answer questions if you guys have them. Talk to you soon.